Hello, once again, dear viewers, and welcome back to another Moonflower Tarot reading. And today I'm going to be doing a quick reading as this is Friday the 13th at time recording. This is a timeless and general reading, so whenever you find this is going to be a message regarding good luck or good fortune coming your way in the near or immediate future. And I just want to thank you for stopping by. If you're new to this channel or you're returning, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out on this journey and let me know that I am doing a very good job with this and helping you in in this whirlwind we call life. And I think those of you who are tuning in who need a little bit of good news and a little bit of extra good luck, well, then let me be the bringer of good news. So right now I do have a few songs and I will link any songs that I get in the description below. They might have to do with this message. They might pertain to something you are going through, and only take what resonates when it comes to music. I find that it helps with healing. It helps with renewing progress or our process on the spiritual journey and path. So um, one of the main messages I got though is if any of you have been wanting either a new connection or to regain some sense of closure in a union you had to walk away from, this feels like this is your time to shine. You are letting go of the old and letting in the new. But also, if those of you have let go of the old and are still waiting for something new to come in, this is an opportunity to align with the best version of yourself. So that is a little bit of good news right off the bat. Some of you might be either reestablishing union with a person. It doesn't have to be a significant other or partner. And for some of you, it might be friend or family. I was getting a lot out of context, but there were a few songs that came up right away. Um, One was Forevermore, I believe, from Beauty and the Beast, the new one. And it's like letting go of someone to go their own way and hoping they'll come back to you. That was sort of like the image I got. Some of you are doing it for good, or some of you are doing it because you kind of have to, and that will really just depend on you and your particular situation. All in all, it just feels like you are choosing yourself, and the beauty of letting go of people you might even have once loved very dearly, even though you might not want to, is that when we are in alignment with our highest good, if they are meant for us, they will come back. But there's also the other side where sometimes letting go of someone is for their own good as well, because they don't want to be stuck in a relationship with someone who is going to continually outgrow them, and they might need to have some time apart. And you're not doing it for the sake of this person. It really feels like whatever the situation is for some of you, this has to do with something you thought really long and hard about. And you might even be coming to a time where you are reassessing what you want out of life. Um, a lot of the symbols I got surrounding this good luck, synchronicities you might see either on this day or whenever you view this, that are going to coincide with a lot of good news, a lot of changes happening. The colors gold and black or silver and gold. I saw an image of a pot of gold. Some of you might be coming into like either a whole bunch of like sudden wealth or just, more money than you had before. Some of you might be living in poverty or living paycheck to paycheck. For some of you, this might be a bonus. And for some of you, I'm hearing these, uh, these, oh, how do I say this? These guesses of what's coming is going to be shown to you in the music I list down below. So if I'm kind of like saying something that doesn't feel right or doesn't resonate, then that's a message for you. This is a general reading, so there's a lot of different things that are coming through as far as good luck goes. And of course, when it comes to a whole bunch of money or wealth or abundance, it is going to be sudden, but and for some of you, it will be out of left field. And I'm not talking about winning the lottery. I'm talking about something that brings you a sense of peace, calm, and emotional fulfillment. It could be something as simple as like an increase in your paycheck, or you get a bonus this summer. It doesn't have to be big and extravagant. It doesn't have to be regal, like you're stepping onto the throne. It's like it comes out of nowhere, but it's exactly what you needed. And let's just say, for example, if you've been working really hard at a 9 to 5 job, and your boss won't let you escape or take a vacation, something might happen where in the budget you suddenly see that you get an extra bonus or paid time off, or your salary increases out of nowhere, and that gives you the opportunity to take that time off. Or even if you don't get paid time off through wherever you're working, you just get a little bit of extra income, so you could just take a day out, or a holiday, a vacation, just something short and sweet. But that's what I'm kind of talking about when it comes to good luck. It's mostly like, it could be something as big as a permanent change. It could be something as simple as something you put in motion is being paid off. Your hard work, you with your loved ones, you spending extra time on vacation. It really just depends on your situation and what you're going through right now. Some of the other signs and synchronicities that this is drawing near, or this is meant for you, I saw specifically yellow flowers, a black-eyed Susan, and a yellow daisy. You might be seeing more of those. So those might be your favorite flowers. You might be my gardeners who've been working on your garden. If that's so, then that's paying off. Um, yeah, because there's a lot about just love coming through, but loving your life. Also, there was a mention of Alice in Wonderland, or Through the Looking Glass, like going to the other side of a paradigm, like something unexpected that you would usually see happen to others happens to you, and you're like, wait, where am I? Of like on the other side of the train tracks, or this is the Twilight Zone. This doesn't happen to me. So it's going to be like very jarring and unbelievable. But I just want to assure you, it is for you, and it's not good to be true, because it just feels like something that's been a long time coming. And so let's see what else I can get as far as what good luck is coming your way. A chance to relieve yourself of some burden you've had a long time ago. Like, okay, let's say, for example, if some of you are new parents, okay, well, that's interesting. That's just very on the nose synchronicity. If some of you are new parents, there might be okay, this is specific, a babysitter, a new babysitter position is going to be filled, and she's affordable, or she might be a member of the family, and you can take a few nights off, like once every few weeks. That, there's someone new in town, let's say, and you see like an advertisement for a babysitter somewhere, or a flyer like in your local library, or you hear from a friend of a friend that their child or niece or nephew, because I'm getting this image of a couple that has a child and they're both working like grueling 9 to 5 jobs, or just overtime in general, just to keep up with everything, and going home to their child and being like star parents, I'm hearing, and not getting a chance to just take a night off. Like some of you, I heard the phrase rainbow road, so some of you might like what is it called, Mario Kart, and that is like one of the hardest levels, I believe. I think it's like at the end of one of like the hardest Grand Prix. So if some of you are like starting a new family, or have a new family and young children, and you and your significant other usually like to do those things in the past, you might get a chance to just take a night off and play video games all night in your own home, like drop your kids off at the sitter and just be kids again, or get together with a few friends and just take a night off, like take a mini break. So that might be something that's coming up for you. And if those of you don't have children, this might just be a chance to take some time away and breathe. Like the perfect opportunity, the perfect person on the perfect day is just arriving out of nowhere, and it's for you, because you might have been asking for a break. Might have been asking for some sense of relief. If that's not if that doesn't sound like something you've been asking for, it could be just lightening your workload when it comes to things that you have been doing on your own. Like if you have been doing a lot of legwork when it comes to, I'm getting an example, like maintaining your home or yard. Some of you might have to, whoa, okay. So some of you might be getting a chance to sell your home or have been wanting to. Yeah, okay. I heard the perfect buyer might be coming over on a Friday or Tuesday afternoon between 2, 3, or 5 o'clock. Now, just that is going to be very specific. Keep an open mind, take what resonates, but it feels like lucky days of the week to do an open house or to look at new buyers would be Tuesday between 2 and 5, but I'm specifically seeing 2 and 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, possibly Thursday afternoon. Yeah, because now I'm getting an image of a house on a waterfront that you either are selling or been wanting to buy. And for some of you, okay, I heard there was like ancestral karma attached to your land. If you've been, okay, so the reason why maybe you haven't been able to sell this place lately or recently is because there was some sort of karmic baggage either you, your family, or your ancestral line needed you to clear out. And you could have done this without you knowing it. It doesn't have to be like, this doesn't even have to apply to you. Like, this could be just something as simple as you did something to heal yourself, or you fixed up a certain room in the house that someone who used to live there wanted to. Now, I don't know if this is a generational home. For some of you, it might have been, or for some of you, this was something that your family had worked on that you don't really think you need anymore. And that's part of why, letting this go is probably a good thing. Or the previous homeowners had some sort of baggage, which is an interesting thing to think of. Homes hold memories. It holds space for like the owners who were there previously. So there might have been a very unique message of whatever karma was left on the land, or whoever previously owned your place has lifted some sort of generational curse to allow you to be free. And it's almost as if you and your family were the ones to do it, and that's why you couldn't walk away. You might have needed to learn a lesson, and that will be very, very specific to some of you. But you are going to have very good luck, regardless if you are planning on selling or buying a home. And if this is something that's been going on for you recently, you're going to be able to let go and buy something that's better for you. Like if you've been looking for a house or house hunting, a listing just kind of appears on your doorstep. Like if you have a realtor that you've been going to, they just show up one day and say, "Hey, this one just opened. You know, I was able to find this." And actually, I heard a realtor's voice specifically say, "Hey, I have a job for you. It's a fixer upper, but you could sell this home for more than you paid for." Okay, so for some of you, you might be offered a, oh, well, now some of you might be offered like a fixer upper home. You might have actually been doing that before. If you had done like a project on your home and the realtor sees you, like, and how you're able to fix up the home, they might actually offer you a job as that, and you get to kind of keep the overhead price. Wow. Okay. So, well, some of you might be handy and, fixer upper DIYs or architects. So, yeah, that is definitely something that is very fortunate coming in. If any of you have been looking into certain type of insurances, like life insurance or health insurance, there's going to be some new context coming to you based on something you might have asked for recently, as far as clarity or closure with some sort of agreement or contract. If you are signing a contract with anyone, or had done it lately, there might be something new coming up that can give you a better offer. So if we're looking at certain types of insurances, you might be able to get more than was previously offered or pay less. Some of you might even be refinancing your home and mortgages, because I was seeing these two cards and looking at um, like renewing or like what is it called when you kind of add something, making an addendum to like a previous contract or offer. And this feels like it's in relation to some sort of like benefit, like spousal benefit. Like if you're making any plans for that, and it feels like it's going to be like I'm hearing a lifelong thing, like you can lock into a certain rate and you don't have to worry about paying more or less if you've been, you know, trying to look for that, or if you're older and you're kind of wanting to get something for your family. Good luck with contracts is coming up. Like you still have to, read the fine print, but it feels like there's going to be better offers being made all around, and all you have to do is just want this to be with. Like, let's say if you're looking for a new home, all you have to do is want it and search for it and put in the effort, and then it's going to come to you. You're going to receive it, but it's going to be like better than you might have asked for. So it's sort of like the good luck overall is based on what you are seeking and asking for from the universe, whether it's finances, whether it's family reunions or a home, some sort of stability. You're setting this emotion already with your thoughts. You are going to be either receiving this directly from an outside source, whether it's seeing a listing online or having a third party person saying, hey, I can hook you up with a resource that's going to give you more than you thought you can receive, because that's kind of the overall thing. You're getting higher than the asking price. And that is actually a song I can write down. You're going to become the CEO of your own life. And it doesn't mean you're going to be living in a penthouse apartment in the most expensive luxury high rise. It means that whatever you desire in life, as far as stability, your home, your love life, that is going to be, some part of it is going to be fulfilled for you or offered to you, at least some catalyst or leeway. It's kind of like what you might have thought was impossible or too far of a reach for you is going to be made real, as so long as your wish has been grounded. Like I said, I'm not gonna say you're gonna be the next Steve Jobs. You could well be, starting up your own company. I will not deny you that. And if some of you have been asking to get some sort of rental or business space or a loan, that is another contract you should be looking into and signing, because that's good luck coming to you. But it's about reclaiming what is yours and yours alone, reclaiming your throne, your life. And it doesn't have to be anything other than what you've desired, and just know that it will and it can be true. And make the most of this time of your life, because, one of the things I do see coming through is that you have the right to choose what you receive in your life. And if you're coming from a place of conscious understanding and what is right for you and what is meant for you, it is going to be yours. You're working with the universe, and that's magical. The paintbrush is your hand. Your life is a blank canvas. So right now, you're settling into a time in your life where you're starting to see abundance come in, and that's very fortunate, because this is just like only the beginning. Like, this isn't just one day out of the year you're going to find luck. It's like, it's karma, really. It's more than you thought you would receive. And I think if you've been dealing with a lot of baggage from either an old way of living, an old life, a relationship, or even your old home, like, that is going to be relieved. So is there anything else coming through? When my attention was drawn to the seashell. If you've been wanting to take a trip or a holiday or vacation to the ocean, there's good news, because there might be actually cheap and affordable rentals, maybe bed and breakfast, Airbnbs. Yeah, if you've been looking into that, something cheap and within your budget is going to be made available. And then I heard the phrase, she sells seashells by the seashore. if you've been wanting to start a business like near the seacoast, or even working with like um, ancient artifacts, or if you're a marine biologist, you're in luck because you're gonna be in the need of finding work by the ocean. Okay, that is very specific. Woo. Okay, I just heard like you're not. We're. Not, it's not like a geological like, disaster where you're gonna be needed to support the troops. For all you marine biologists or aspiring to be, working with marine life, if you've been working towards a career where you can go and work with seashells by the ocean, there's some good luck coming to you. And a lot of it, I'm hearing for those of you who are in the business of, or in the career, sorry, of finance. Yeah, I heard the phrase Wall Street Journal. If you read that a lot, there might be an article coming up for you in the news or like online that is going to help you make financial decisions for this fiscal year that will design a life for you, your family, and your children that is going to be a generational thing and a generational bond. I'm hearing because some of you might be even like, if you're not in finance, trying to start your own business. I'm hearing ethically sustained. So if you are in delving into that, that you're going to find a lot of good luck and good fortune, especially if you're entering into an Aquarian phase of humanitarianism and trying to balance out, you know, what we're seeing a lot happening in the business world. That there's no shame in it, first of all, but there's going to be a lot of good coming to you. Just know that you are okay with whatever decision you make, because at the end of the day, choosing what is right for you, yes, it will exist. Choosing what is wrong for you might also exist. But at the end of the day, it's just what you choose. You have the right to make that choice. And there's no good or bad when we're looking at the universe. Yes, what is more in alignment with us and what it benefits the universe at large usually comes in a little bit quicker and easier without resistance. However, it's just a matter of knowing that whichever way you're flowing, you are supported by the universe. Even if when it feels like you're not, it's just what you dream and desire for is going to be yours. And this is a time where there might be more coming in than you're used to. And I just want to say, congratulations on that, because you've done the hard work. We make our own luck, we make our own karma, and something is being magnified within the collective that's like bringing a lot more new in, bringing a lot. So you're not anybody's property. You're not even the universe's property. You are your commander. You get to decide your destiny. And I think some of you needed to hear that right now, because nothing is really set in stone, but you are the master of your own operations. You have the instruction manual to who you are and what you want your life to be. And if you decided that you're moving in a positive direction, then you do have a lot of abundance and good karma coming your way. So I just want to thank you once again, dear viewers, for joining me. I send you all my love, and I congratulate you for this luck coming your way. We'll see you in another reading.